a full documentation of every superhero who's come to the island and how they've been used as a tool to upgrade the Omnidroid to the point that it can defeat them. First, 6 supers, each used to form Omnidroid version X2. Every upgrade comes every 3 supers. Clearly, it trounces most of them, be them telekinetic, supersonic, or pyrotechnic. Meanwhile, the camera slowly pulls back as we see more of the scale of this screen and the scale of the situation. Cut back to Helen and she's dejected, putting down the phone as Edna looks across the frame. Back to Incredible again, 7 supers down, 8, 9, the Omnidroid growing more limbs and more direction as the powers of gravity and seismic waves are taken down. This isn't the end of it, and Mr. Incredible knows it. The camera's now static, the full scope unfolding, and like it's been going on a while. And you know what's really bolstering up this scene so far? The sounds. Every tick of a termination is the same little ring buzz, be it for droids or supers. It's almost rhythmic, as if the full weight of a loss of superhuman life becomes liquefied into a minuscule notification, seemingly growing faster and less impactful with each new buzz. And then there's of course the soundtrack underneath, perfectly encapsulating underneath this growing tone of severity. First it's just a few unheard of supers, but then the scale increases. The so-called threat level boosts up as the Omnidroid gains more strength to take them on. 10, 11, 12, and more we don't visually see. Early on, we observe the full scale of the scene with an itty-bitty Bob, completely out of his depth with this composition, but now it's personal, right up close to his face as he sees the icons of his beloved past friends flash into death before his eyes. We don't even need to see all the analytics anymore. You can see enough through the shock in his expression and the flashes of white on his face. The beat of the rhythm just continues, until we see those we recognize. Bean, the man who was seen as missing near the start of this movie and left as a skeleton down in the caves, officially terminated. 13, 14, 15. The flashes continue as Incredible holds his face in his hands, and the music only continues to rise through its slow crescendo. Cross-cut to Edna Mode, who comes to Helen with a proposition. All it is a tracker, but how do you present that? How's about a dolly zoom with such distance between your actors, physically making Helen larger in the frame to show how enticed she is to being given this compromise that can solve her newly discovered conundrum.
Would you like to find out?